Hi everybody, welcome to the Soul Song. This is Nina and this is your weekly energy reading. So we're seeing what's happening for you in the next 7 to 10 days. Although this is a timeless reading, I just want to mention here that we have a full moon coming up on the 16th, which is within this week, and this full moon is in Libra. So the themes that are playing out in terms of Libra could be to do with contracts, with agreements, with our relationship with others, the balance between, power, my power versus that which I have in terms of relationships, and with the aim of equality, of balance, of harmony in connections and in partnerships. And the full moon could also bring about some successful conclusions, culminations, as well as illumination of certain hidden factors that are affecting these relationships and partnerships. So that could be the theme that is playing out. We have three groups as usual: group number 1, group number 2, group 3. These two shells look quite similar, but they are a bit different. This one's got more of a golden sheen to it. That's group 3. This one's group 1. So see which one calls out to you, and I'll see you in your timestamps. Hi group 1, for those of you who've chosen this shell here, let's take a look at your Lenormand cards firstly, and then we'll move to tarot and oracle. So we have the fish, we have the ring, and we have the moon. Okay, nice. So a couple of messages. One is that either finances are affecting your relationships and feelings is what I'm getting, or there's an abundance of emotions or feelings. And the other thing that I'm getting here is that there could be some successful completion of, or even a renewal of, a monetary contract, something to do with either business or a business partnership, or some contract, some agreement that you have. Could be a job situation as well. But there is, I feel, an abundance here also of recognition for your efforts, for your talents, your gifts. So that's amazing. And you could be getting more and new clients if you have your own business. And if you're looking for, a stable kind of income source, a contract agreement, that could also be something that you're finalizing in this week. So that's interesting. Let's see what tarot has to say. 5 of Swords. Venus in Aquarius, the 4 of Pentacles, which is, I think, Sun in Capricorn, and we have the Knight of Wands, very Sagittarian energy. Please stay. Yeah, So a couple of messages that I'm getting here is that there is a sense of detachment. And you probably want to exercise this sense of detachment from certain people who may be a bit irritating, annoying, and you may feel like they're out to get you, or they're creating unhealthy or toxic environment, or there's passive aggressiveness, and what you want to do is you want to stay away from all of that. There's a strong feeling here of like self-preservation and going for your goals, your ambitions, whatever you want to achieve in terms of milestones, and being undeterred, being completely focused on your larger dreams in life. The moon also has to do with dreams in that sense, and it has to do with also your reputation. So I feel like you're aiming for the stars, so to speak, but at the same time, you're very focused on not getting derailed in any way, on building a strong foundation for yourself, on preserving your energy, not letting circumstances and people who are around you, who may be even jealous of you, come in the way. Okay, so that's the strongest message that I'm getting here for you. And it may require you to, have like really strong boundaries as well, to say no when you don't want to say yes. Okay, and to put your foot down, to I would say, I kind of get like you want to stay away from the drama, you want to stay away from any sort of pettiness and immature behavior, and you want, and if somebody's trying to push and be a bully, or they're trying to push you to make a choice, a decision, you're going to take your time to be stable, to be grounded, and to have a firm footing before letting anybody cross that line with you. Okay, or compel you in some way. All right, let's see your other cards. So we have He of the Fiery Sword, again a number 4. So foundation is really important, and 4 goes back to the Emperor, which is Aries energy, which is all about like go go go, and very self-focused, self-driven, also driven by your self-image and reputation. For some reason that's coming up, and it's very action oriented. This is the active principle, the masculine principle of taking action. Okay, and it has perhaps something to do with money and the way that is affecting your relationships as well. Okay, we have, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sag. So there we have another Sagittarius energy with the bow and arrow, staying focused, staying driven, staying passionate, adventurous, and going after your goals, and looking at the larger scheme of things rather than paying attention to any pettiness or red tapeism or anything that may be coming in your way. Okay, we have your happy number 26. So very optimistic and driven is what I'm getting so far. Let's see. Financial constraints, number 13. We have spiritual practice. Make time for your spiritual practice, and it'll assist you with clearing your mind and restoring your inner peace. That inner peace, I feel, is really, really important to you this week, more than anything else. So, and what I'm hearing also is, do you want peace or do you want to be right? That sort of a thing. Because the Five of Swords can be sometimes people who just want to be right, who want to prove that they are right at any cost. A Five of Swords is like a fruitless win, somebody winning but winning at a cost. Okay, and that's not how harmony is maintained in relationships, especially. So it could be playing out at your workplace, it could be playing out at your home, but you're pretty driven, motivated, and passionate about what you're doing. So stick to your lane, and whatever spiritual practice you do will really help you to maintain that sense of inner balance and peace. And that could be different for different people. For some people it's walking, for others it's yoga, for others it's lighting candles, or candle gazing. It could be divination, it could be meditation, okay, or listening to music. Whatever helps you maintain your sense of inner harmony and balance, that's what's being advised here. Okay, and yes, to rise above and stay optimistic despite the circumstances which may put you, I feel, in a bit of a box. Okay, I'm getting like this. If the environment is, let's say, a bit petty and dramatic and chaotic, you can tend to feel a bit claustrophobic. So this doesn't have to be necessarily financial constraints. Okay, you might just feel a bit constrained in the relationships or in the environment, okay, during this week. And what's going to help you is to maintain that perspective of the bigger picture and to not sweat the small stuff. Okay, let people be mature if they want to, and not pay attention to jealousy either, and rise above all of that, like, and float above them like these balloons. Okay, and for some of you, it could be that you're coming out of this situation in which you've had to do a lot of penny pinching, and be really, really careful about your money situation. Let's say if you've ended a contract or an agreement or a job or something like that recently, you might feel the pinch, and you might feel like you need to budget a lot more and be careful about not overspending. So that's okay, because I do feel like there's something new, something to celebrate that you are going after or you are inviting in your space. Okay, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there and to to take action. Okay, maybe you want to apply for new jobs and you're feeling a bit nervous. So the idea here is to shift your mindset also to this abundance, that there are plenty of opportunities out there for me, and I will easily get a new job if that's what you're looking for, a new opportunity. And what's your advice? Okay, your advice is to let go. So we did get the full moon card. I'm not surprised to see this. Completion. So there is definitely some phase that is completing. That's also one of the messages of the ring sometimes. Okay, that there is a completion of a phase in your life, and somehow that has an impact perhaps on your security, on how financially independent and secure you feel. Okay, you may be in the midst of change, so don't get overwhelmed by that. Okay, the idea here is to focus on the future and on the new adventures that you're going on. Okay, I know it's easier said than done, but yeah, that's what's coming through. To release this and let it go gracefully. Okay, so what's coming up in terms of relationships and love life? We have these two cards. The heart of the matter, there's more going on than meets the eye. Physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. That's too many. Let's get one more. And slow down. Pause and allow things to unfold. Listen with your heart. I think you're going to need a lot of patience to deal with certain people, especially this week, is what I'm getting. And if they feel unnecessarily triggered around you and you're like, why the hell are they behaving this way? What's going on with this person? Why are they being so stubborn, or why are they being so relentless, or whatever, or petty, argumentative? There's something else perhaps that they are keeping from you, which may be affecting them, and they are perhaps venting on you. This is how people normally behave. Like, that's also a sign of passive aggressiveness. Maybe this person's going through something that they're not able to express or talk about. So perhaps cut them some slack if possible. And also, if somebody's like unnecessarily angry with you or something, it could be that they're either jealous of you, or that they're pissed off about something else. That's usually the case, right? Again, we come back to passive aggressiveness, because something else is bothering this person, but they are projecting onto you their anger, their jealousy, or their concern from some other situation. Okay, so yeah, there is more than meets the eye here. And stay more grounded, in touch with your body. Okay, and yeah, there's a strong emphasis here on slowing down and on not being impulsive either. Don't get dragged into a fight, for instance. Try to stay away from drama and be in your lane, as they say. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group 1. I hope this helps, and I hope it brought you some insight. I'm wishing you all the best, and do take care of yourself. I'll see you again later. Hi, group 2. For those of you who've chosen this green stone or shell, let's look at your Lenormand cards firstly, and then we'll see the tarot. We have the garden, the birds, and the tree. Wow, interesting combination. So the first thing I heard when I put these cards down was like, slow down, slow down. Because there's a tendency here, perhaps in the next week or so, to be really up in the head, to be really spacey about something, to be perhaps anxious as well. You may be meeting certain people, having important conversations, but there's also an emphasis here on healing. Okay, maybe you're having heart-to-heart conversations with certain people, you're having important discussions, and there is a lot of socializing as well that is highlighted here. And if you're somewhat an introvert, that can be quite overwhelming. So the idea here is to take time out for yourself, to focus on your healing, and for some of you to literally, surround yourself with nature in some way and to get grounded. And for many of you, these conversations could either be online or they could be even with family members, is what I'm getting. Okay, there could be an event that you're either attending or you're being invited to attend. Okay, very yeah, it feels very busy, which is why I feel like your advice is to kind of slow down here. So speaking of slowing down, we have Temperance. That's a beautiful card. Then we have the High Priestess. Okay, another slow, sort of intuitive, going with the flow kind of energy. And then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, are you like going on a retreat or something to heal? It feels like you want to back off in some way, you want to retreat in some way. It's a very insular sort of energy. You're very much in your own space, in your own energy, to heal, to recover, and perhaps to get some guidance, some messages, some answers from your higher self, from the divine, from your infinite self, your God self, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but there's this very quiet, contemplative, healing energy that you're in the next week or so, and this is coming after a period of perhaps either something that's been hurtful or bothering you. It could even be old wounds that are surfacing. Maybe you attend an event, let's say with family and or with friends, and you relive certain memories that you have that are quite painful, and you want to retreat, you want to be in your own company. Fair enough, do that. Okay, give yourself that space. Or there's something that you have been through in the recent past, and this is the week where you feel like taking time out for yourself. You want to perhaps go out in nature, or take a moon bath or something like that, or do stargazing, or whatever it is that brings you that sense of inner calm and peace and balance, is what you're inclined to do, I feel, in the next 7 to 10 days. We have the Singer of the Chalice, beautiful, number 12. So here again, this is this huge chalice, and this divine light is pouring into it, and you're at the receptive end of this beautiful healing energy. So allow yourself to nurture yourself, to look after yourself, and to be receptive of healing, of love, compassion, and answers as well, if that is what you're seeking. Okay, you're fine tuning, I feel, also your relationship with yourself, with connecting at a deeper level with source, with your higher self as well, with your intuition as well. Meditate and contemplate. Wow, no kidding. New moon in Pisces. So that's a big theme for you this week, okay? To meditate and contemplate. Healer of the Ages, number 51, which boils down to 6, which is about harmony and balance, and so is Temperance. Huge emphasis here on healing, on recovering, and also perhaps I feel, because we have the 2 birds there, it could be in relationships in which you've had a rift, you've had some misunderstanding, or you've hurt from certain situations, and this is a week perhaps where you release that from your system, you let go, you forgive, or you move on from that. Okay, for some of you, you could even reconcile with this person if this is important, to you. Okay, come to the edge, number 36. Divine plan. Your soul has a master blueprint of your life path that it holds within it. It will never steer you in the wrong direction. I get the feeling that some of you have been, you faced some sort of rejection, I feel, on a particular path. You felt like, the door was shut on you or something like that. But this week you start to get the answers that lead you in a new direction, one that you haven't explored before, one that you also perhaps need to have faith in yourself in, so that you are able to explore that option. Okay, if that makes sense. Because here she doesn't have wings, but she's taking flight. She's jumping off this cliff-like place because she's exercising faith, basically. Okay, and I know it sounds easier said than done, but there is definitely some path that you're seeing or you're being shown this week, okay, which you haven't perhaps considered before. And these answers are going to come to you in meditation, or when you slow down, when you connect to your high priestess, which is your intuition and your higher self. Okay, and it feels like you have been seeking these answers. So what's your advice? We have Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom. Some of you are literally getting healing wisdom. Maybe you want to work on yourself, or you want to even get into healing professionally. You could be, delving into finding out more about energy healing or some other alternative healing practices, and that's what's drawing your attention. But For others of you, I'm getting like you're retreating in order to heal from a situation. So allow yourself this space. And I don't know why I'm getting like this feeling that you will discover something either about yourself or about this person or about your path forward in that space when you allow yourself that space to heal and to meditate and contemplate. So this is a it's all tying in together, and could definitely have something to do with relationships as well. So what's happening in terms of love and relationships? Oops, okay. Romance, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Then we have relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Yeah. So there is a relationship pattern that you're seeing and you're healing as well. Okay. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. And lastly, we have treasure your loved ones. I do feel like there's a strong possibility for you to come closer with whoever you're interacting with, maybe forgiving, maybe reconciling with, reconnecting with. It could be an old soulmate connection that you're reconnecting with, okay, on a deeper level, and you're having this opportunity this week to resolve some of those issues and break free from some of those patterns. That's nice. So I'm wishing you all the best. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Hi group 3, for those of you who've chosen this stone here or this shell, let's look at your Lenormand cards firstly, and then we'll see tarot and oracle. We have the mountain, we have the path, and we have the lily. Okay, all right. Some of you are going in a new direction. It could be literally travel, okay, but there is change here, definitely. It could have something to do with your career, your life path, with your long-term vision about yourself, and where you see yourself, that kind of a thing. And it could have something to do with either you making a change, being at a crossroads because you've been facing some delays, some obstacles, or you feel like I've hit a roadblock and I need to overcome this. So you could be making some changes to your career. For others of you, you could be dealing with or moving to a foreign location. You could be dealing with people who are from abroad, okay, and it could be online as well. But either way, there is a choice, there's a decision here, and there is change, okay. So it feels also to me that you're making, if you're, let's say, there's this sense of exploration. Like if you are going on a trip, for instance, you don't know this place really well, okay, and if you're venturing into a new project or a business or whatever, or a career path, this is something that you haven't explored before. You don't really know the full consequences of this decision immediately, okay. I mean, that logically makes sense, but then it's like there's a lot of this unknown and this discovery here, okay. Let's see what your tarot cards suggest. Okay, speaking of exploration, yeah, so we have the Lovers, which is about choices and decisions. We have the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands, okay. because we have these two wands cards here and this major arcana, this could definitely have something to do with your life purpose or something that you're really, really passionate about, okay, that you pour your energy, your effort into. And with the Three of Wands there, you're looking out into the horizon and perhaps waiting, okay, for your ships to come in, for the rewards to come in, or for the answers to come in. But that card evokes a sense of exploration and a sense of longing, like I want to know what else is out there for me, okay, like I've outgrown a particular situation perhaps, or I've done enough here, now I need to expand, I need to grow. And also with the Nine of Wands there is this sense of completion. You're very close to meeting a certain goal, completing a particular phase or a cycle. Again, the full moon effect is here, and now it's like you've reached this sense of a crossroads with the Lovers, and you're thinking about what else now, what do I do, okay, how do I expand, how do I grow, how do I perhaps network, okay, if this is, let's say, your own business, how do I how do I grow, okay, how do I make it better, all right, and how do I maybe check out new avenues for marketing, for exploration, basically, okay. Please stay, all right. And this decision, I also feel, has an impact on either one or multiple relationships, but especially one particular relationship which is quite intimate in nature, okay. So let's say you want to move somewhere, there is a decision there that is going to impact a particular relationship in your life, okay. And it's because you're coming to a sense of an organic conclusion of some phase in your life, okay. Let's see, we have Mikkel and Makkel, number 49. So Mikkel is here to to be a bit of a tease. Now he's here to tell you to be light-hearted and to not take things too seriously, not get burnt out, and to take your time, to stop and smell the roses, that kind of a thing, okay. So yeah, don't get too caught up with this decision and feel too burnt out or anything like that. And if you are actually traveling, just look after yourself and look at the bigger picture kind of a thing, okay, instead of sweating the small stuff. Yeah, let's see other cards. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries, so more passionate, fiery energy, initiative. The Temple path, which is sitting right below the path or the crossroads. We have serendipity, nice, okay. And inner guidance, it's time for you to pay attention and listen to the guidance of your soul. And here we have a lot of this red, orange color scheme going on with her red robe. Aries energy, again very fiery, and with this card as well, there's a lot of this root chakra, sacral chakra energy. You're driven by your passion this week, okay, and you will feel a strong sense of longing or a calling for a different destination, for a different path, or for even a partnership. Maybe you're meeting somebody new who could be at a distance from you, and you might be a little bit worried about how to make this work, things like that. That's where Mikkel comes in to say, to have fun with it, okay, and not be too serious, all right. And yeah, to not be defensive either. there could be a situation where you meet somebody, out of the blue, serendipitously, and there's passion, there's a lot of sensuality, okay, and it's a very fun and adventurous kind of a relationship, and you're wondering about the long term or something like that, or you're a bit indecisive. Take your time, okay, and be lighthearted about it, is what is being suggested here. And of course, listen to your inner guidance. The same goes for this career path or new path, or this journey, this travel, or whatever it is that you're undertaking. If you want to initiate something new as well, you've been thinking about it, it's time to take action, to make that first step, and to start off somewhere, start off on that first step, and gradually you will be guided more and more along the path, because your spirit team is egging you on. You're getting this nudge, this strong sensation, this feeling of exploration. I want to do something, I want to try something new for a reason. So listen to that guidance, okay? And luck is on your side. Let's see your advice. We have mountain strength. So you have the mountain twice. Some of you are perhaps moving to a mountainous place, or you are literally visiting a place that is really far off. Could be a foreign land, like I said. But the idea here is, like I said, to take that first step, okay? Yeah, it's a huge, it feels like an insurmountable obstacle or huge thing to overcome, but you have the courage, you have the strength. So be like that Capricornian mountain goat and climb, take one step at a time. You are stronger than you realize, okay? Let's see your relationship and love oriented messages. This is a really good week for you, really good reading. And don't be harsh or hard on yourself, okay? Like, I really need to make this decision now or something like that. I love you. These are powerful words, okay? So there's a strong, passionate energy here coming through. Some of you could really be meeting somebody, okay, who sparks your interest. Act as if your partner's here. And if you are in a long distance connection, then you will perhaps need to rely on this, okay, on your imagination. Do something for someone, give your attention to another. Let's get one more. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone and in perhaps every situation. Okay, this looks like an interesting week. It's almost like also for some of you, you're calling in your soulmate. Okay, I get that feeling here. If you stay focused on love, on your vision and your imagination, I do feel like there's a strong possibility here for new romance to come into your life, if that's what you're looking for. So that's what I have for you, group 3. Really interesting. I hope this helps and I wish you all the best. Do take care of yourself. Have a lovely week ahead. Bye bye.